quite busy today. Moses, so what's the purpose for this exercise?
Oh, okay. Our theme for this year is Protect Nature, and the children came up with the idea that we need to plant veggies and so forth. And so we used that idea, and I suggested, let's make our project for this term building veggie boxes where you plant the vegetables, and we can use that vegetables. We can have a market day, we can sell it. The money that we get, we can serve the needy. So we're doing two things at the same time. We're doing protecting nature, and we're serving the needy at the same time. That goes very well with our theme of protect nature and serving the needy.
Oh, good one. So how many boxes will be made?
We are aiming to get each student to make their own box, and we've taught them how to make compost and so forth. They are doing that at the moment at home. So they're collecting all the veggies, they're getting dry leaves, paper and so forth, and they just keeping that in readiness so that when the boxes are made, they're going to put that into the box and start their planting. So we'll give them the seeds to sing. There's the seeds or the plants that they're choosing are either herbs or any veggies, but we told them it's coming into winter, so we'll try to get something that grows very well in winter, and we'll use that for market day.
So good to see the parents are here too, helping them out.
Yes, we asked the parents to come in because we want them to support the children and to make sure that the children are safe.
So this is one box per family, right?
No, per child.
Per child?
Yeah.
So some of families will have
two boxes.
3 boxes.
Yeah.
I see, okay.
The aim is to get each child to do their own growing, and they need to experience what they're growing. If they do it on their own, I feel that they will enjoy the experience of it, and they know what it is planting the vegetables.
So what's your target? When do you reckon they're going to be having some fruit or plants in the box?
It's now autumn. By May, June, July, sometimes we should be able to get something. And if we don't get things for market day on that specific day, we will suggest to the children that if they can get something from home that we could use to sell in the market day.
Oh, good one. Oh, it's a great project. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, Sarah. You've been coming to these SSC classes for some years, right?
Yes, probably just over a year and a half.
All right. So how many children you got?
Yeah, I do have 2 kids that's attending the SSC class.
Yeah. So what was the project about today?
The project today was basically we're making some planter box, and everyone's involved, which is very interesting. Everyone is so excited to make those boxes. The kids are very excited.
All right. And so you'll have 2 boxes?
No, the kids are making like a team.
All
They're
right.
making one together.
All right. Okay, that's good. And what's the aim for this project?
Just to basically to help the kids to learn how to be proactive and make it like how to plant basically the veggies and everything. To basically start from the base, know exactly what they need to do.
So it'll be interesting to see when the veggie is gonna come out in the box, eh?
Yes, definitely. We'll probably winter time. We'll definitely have some veggie probably.
All right, you'll have a nice curry to eat then. Eh?
Oh yes.
All right, and it'll be free too.
Yes, that'll be good. Yeah.
And so, what was your helping out today? I saw you cutting the timbers.
Yes, we did bring my skill saw, so I've been helping everyone. Otherwise, it was going to be too hard with his hand saw. Yes. So we've been there. So I did find some pallet as well. So we've been searching those ones. So it's been very good. So there were some other people help me with getting the pallet as well.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for that. Thanks a lot.
No, that's fine.
So I understand you had some SSC classes there. What was that old game about?
So the game is actually a warm-up activity when the kids come in, and it's just to reinforce team building, working together, but also to put a bit of challenge in there. What we did was get them to build a structure, a vertical structure, so we had to explain what vertical means, and then after that protect their structure while at the same time trying to knock the next team structure down. And they had to be strategic, work together as a team, like one person protecting while the other person trying to knock the structure down, and talk together, communicate, and and have fun.
So what do you reckon they'll gain out of it when they go home?
So it's working together as a team, planning, problem solving, learning different vocabulary.
Good one, thank you. And I understand you've been teaching this thing for long years, right? And you're also doing this thing in South Africa too, right?
Yes, since I was a teenager.
Oh, right. So you must be enjoying doing this.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, good one. Thank you very much. Thanks, Sarah. Okay, Santi, I understand you're the new service coordinator for Hamilton City Size.
Yeah, I think it has been going good. It's just that the soup kitchen we started after a long break, so the numbers are slowly coming in. And as for the lunches, they're doing good, except on rainy days maybe the numbers are a bit low, but otherwise they're good.
Yeah.
Quite
So,
regularly.
yeah, this soup kitchen, I understand, started in 2004. And numbers used to be about 80, and now it's dropped down. But today was quite a good number, wasn't it?
Yes, today we had about 19.
Yeah.
The other fortnight we had about 12. So it kind of varies. It goes between 25 and, it kind of varies. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to say, but we have some very regular people coming in. They not only just come here for the food, they also come for the companionship, and they do appreciate the food that we give. We treat them very nicely, let them sit and have proper cutleries to eat, and giving them a hot drink. They do appreciate that kind of a treatment. They feel good about it.
So what other projects you got in the pipeline?
And the other thing we have been doing is the conservation of environment. We do tree planting in the month of June, July. We do tree planting, and the other months we do at least about 4 times. We try to, do it together with any of the special day like Ishwarama Day or Swami's Mahasamadhi Day, something like that. And
How about the hospital singing? Is that been stopped because of the COVID? Is it?
Yes, it's temporarily put on hold, and we are looking into it. And at the moment, we are struggling a little bit because we don't have musical accompaniment. It's quite hard for us to, sing without the accompaniment. But we are looking into other ways. Maybe, we can let's see.
Yeah. How about rest home visit? Is that
it's also we have stopped
because of the
that.
COVID? There's an issue there
Because
too,
of COVID, we have stopped. But having said that, service we are talking about group activities, members of the center coming together and doing. But then I mean, each individual, they have also been doing their own service, but on individual level.
Oh, good one.
Most of the members maybe they like to do it without much publicity, but they are doing, yes.
Okay, thanks for that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes, Sarah.
Saira.
Right, Morgan, I understand that they have started a new project giving parcels to the homeless people on the streets. And you have been involved recently.
Yes.
What's your experience on that?
It's really fulfilling. You feel good, and also when the people you're providing the food parcel to is thankful for what we're doing, and helping them.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the number involved?
At the moment, we're giving out about 12 parcels. Yeah.
And this is on the street?
This is on the street, yes.
So how do you approach these people? How do you know they're homeless?
Well, you find them sitting on the street, either begging or playing a guitar, maybe, and wanting to make some money on the side, and just approach them.
So you just get the feel of it, huh?
I just get the feel of it, and more often than not, approach them in a very humble way, not intruding in their space, and asking them if they would like to have some lunch, and having a little impromptu talk to them, and just find out how they're doing, and so forth.
Yeah, this is a fairly new project, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So you reckon it's worthwhile continuing?
I think so. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it definitely does.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Understand you're the new devotional coordinator for Hamilton City Sai Center.
Yes.
So what's your plan for the coming year?
My plan is quite simple. Basically, to foster the devotional aspects under the devotional wing. Primarily, it will be the bhajans, all right, and the observances of all the major festivals as recognized by our center's calendar, and to do public programs where possible. That is my aim. On top of it, we are also looking into the study circle, which we have quite a diverse number of activities. We have a Zoom satsang, we got a Friday after Gayatri chanting satsang, and we also have now started what we call Vedam chanting on a weekly basis. And we have, of course, weekly bhajan practice. These are some of the regular activities under the spiritual wing. On top of it, we are also trying to organize some health awareness series. It may not be directly under spiritual wing, but it's one of the things that we are thinking of doing one for Hamilton City this year. But for the what we call the weekly study circle at the center, we have kind of incorporated the study circle duration period, about 20 to 30 minutes, into our Thursday devotional singing format template. That means at the end of the devotional singing, all devotees are present, and we do a very interactive study circle session with PowerPoint audio-visual applications, as well as facilitation by key facilitators. And what we are trying to, which I proposed to the center and they have endorsed it, is to do the Vahini series, to take all the Vahini series and go through a rather in-depth and interactive manner how we can relate Swami's teachings and the Vahini is his legacy that is left behind. Basically the manual for our transformation. And I thought using that and going through delving a bit deeper into that and getting perspectives from all the devotees would be a good way forward to progress spiritually. So that's our target plan. And then, of course, for the various functions, we have targeted Akhanda Bhajans, Baba's birthday, Guru Purnima. We'll try to do a public program to create an awareness. But again, whatever we do, the focus is always in the propagation of Swami's teachings and to get the people ultimately to progress spiritually. Otherwise, whatever we do is just external. It has to be internalized. That is the goal. And of course, with support from the national councils and the regional contribution. And we will support the national programs as well with all the webinars and the workshop that comes along. And I'm encouraging everybody in the center, especially office bearers, to be fully engaged in all these activities, to be exemplary so that the other devotees will look upon us as examples to follow.
Okay,
so that's
good
in a
one.
nutshell.
That's great. Thanks, Sir Rangiddar. So I understand you're doing the Rudram practice for Hamilton Sai Center. So what's the purpose for this Rudram?
Om Sri Sai Ram. The purpose of the Rudram chanting practice is to make the devotees who participate in the chanting to be aware of the correct pronunciation and the intonations, and also the speed with which the Rudram has to be chanted when it is chanted in unity.
So what's Rudram are you doing? You're doing Chamakam?
We are doing Namakam as well as Chamakam.
And Shivratri is coming now, so you've been doing some other interesting mantras?
We are also doing Shivopasana mantra and Lingashtakam, and we also will be chanting the Sai Gayatri, the Surya Gayatri and Mahamrityunjaya mantra.
So how are the members catching up? Are they finding it difficult? Or?
The members are quite been very interested to learn Rudram, and even when they have been chanted, and if there are any corrections, they stop and then ask me to repeat that, and I repeat it until they are very clear about the words and their pronunciation.
So when did you learn chanting?
I learned chanting mainly when in the Hamilton Sai Center, when Dr. Prashant started teaching us Vedam, and thereafterwards I started listening to Swami's Vedam chanting videos and then practiced it.
Oh, good. So you can read in Sanskrit?
I can read Sanskrit.
So that must be a great help.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sairam, everyone. We are having the bhajan devotional singing practices every Tuesday, and the turnout has been very, very, very good, and we are pleased to have some. What we are doing at the moment, trying to practice some new bhajans, give it a bit more vibration, and with the great vocals we have, I think we are doing a fabulous job. And I think with the great musicians and great vocals, I think we're doing quite well on Tuesday nights. And you can see the differences that the bhajans are sung on Thursdays. They are quite vibrant, and I think the bhajan practices is a great asset to have.
So what was the practice today?
Today we practiced most of the bhajans for Mahashivratri, so everyone that participated came with their Shiva bhajans, and I think most of them did pretty well with the Shiva bhajans.
So what do you reckon is the challenges for the bhajan practice?
Bhajan practice challenges, I think we need more musicians to come on board. At the moment, our youngsters, most of them have moved on to university or have graduated and moved out of Hamilton. But in saying that, we still have some musicians that could help us out. But in saying that, we have to do what we have at the moment, and we seem to manage quite okay with a dholak at the moment, and we have some great vocals and manjiras.
So in terms of the modern technology, is it possible to do it by Zoom or by some other media methods?
I think Zoom, we have done Zoom practices with satsangs, and once everyone sings together, I think the technology hasn't quite rectified the distortion that comes when everyone says or sings together. But I think there is room for improvement in Zoom and other software packages, I'm sure that's available, that could solve that problem for us.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Sarah.
Sairam.
So where are you from? You actually come from Christchurch or?
It's a long story. Born in Lower Hutt,
Uh-huh.
went to Dunedin for uni, went to Christchurch to finish medical school, and then decided that Hamilton is the best city.
All
So
right,
came here.
on. So what do you think of our centre here?
I think it's a wonderful centre. Everyone's been very loving, very welcoming from the day one that I've come here.
All right. So you are the new youth representative, I understand?
Yes. That's
So what is your plan for Hamilton City Centre?
Yeah, so I mean, we're a small centre, but I like to think we're quality above quantity. So our big goals for this year is, just to meet up regularly once a week, and already so far we've met up a few times, and the youth here have amazing ideas, amazing explorations already of spirituality. So our goal is to keep that going. As the year progresses along, finding fun activities to do outdoors or get together with other youth around Waikato and Bay of Plenty.
So what sort of members you got for the youth in this area?
On average, we've kind of got 5 or 6 regular youth that come for youth sessions. Varies a little bit depending on how busy everyone is.
All right. So do you meet once a week or?
Yep, meet once a week.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. So any outdoor activities being planned?
Still in the works. We'll keep you posted on what's happening, but we're definitely very keen to do something before the sun sets and winter hits.
Oh, good one.
Yep.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you,
Sorry,
Sarah. Okay, so I understand you're the new women's coordinator. So what are the plans? What are you planning to do in Hamilton?
So far we've had 2 satsangs. We tend to do it every 3 months for women to get together. The first one we had the meeting to everyone to get to know one another. Last week there was a satsang at Sister Maya's place, and Sister Lynn Rickler came over, and that went off quite well.
So what was the topic?
There was discussions. Unfortunately, I didn't attend that one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I missed that one, but my feedback from everybody else was really, it was a very special satsang, and the formation of Swami's feet along as part of the discussion was the highlight of it. So that was really beautiful. With the service side of it, we're doing lunches every fortnight. We have 2 separate homes where we're doing the preparation, and that's being delivered to the homeless and the men's shelter in Hamilton.
In the street?
In the street, yes. And then we also, I'm putting a plan together. I did speak to the National Ladies Convener. I'm going to now talk to the regional person and talk about the plans that we want, in supporting women's health as well.
All right. Oh, it's good.
So, a dietitian would be one person that we're looking for. We're looking at alternate healing therapies as well. Just talking to various people to come along and have a conversation with us.
Oh, good one. Thanks you. Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thank you very much,
Sarah. Sana Amrit.
Sairam, how are you?
So I
today?
understand you're the new chairperson for the Hamilton City Science Center.
Yeah.
So what are you planning? What's the program for coming year?
Oh, this year I think what we should do is try and get the whole center together, get all the members involved in at least some activity or the other. We are trying to get ourselves a bit more organized in terms of having meetings and planning for well in advance the activities that we are going to do throughout this year. We want to get the young adults more involved in the center activities. So that would be, we will give them some roles, some responsibilities where I think they will excel, a bit like, outdoor activities and things like that, in which all the center members can participate in. And so it's a bit of a team building exercises for the whole center.
So, yeah. Are you planning any retreat or anything like that?
Well, that's one of the things that the devotional wing is involved in. And I have sort of spoken to Brother Guna and Sister Arabi. So the young adults and the devotional wing will work in conjunction and come up with 1 or 2 weekend retreats for the center. And we will try and make it a regional activity. So we'll invite Tauranga and Rotorua also to join in with those activities. So we might get our center members taking a lead role and work in conjunction with Tauranga or Rotorua to make this happen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah. In terms of media, every Thursday morning we brighten our members' day with a thought for the day on the teachings of our beloved Sai Bhagwan. With that, we also inform the members by providing links to Sai Radio News items on various teachings of Swami. Each episode is only about half an hour long. Together with other links about the New Zealand's Sai website, interesting videos, links are also sent. They are linked to YouTube. And also we inform them about our quarterly newsletter, which is e-bulletin. It's all in electronic format. We also record Thursday's bhajans, which are then emailed to the lead singers and other people who were at the center, so they can improve their singing bhajans talent by listening to these recorded bhajans. And on Fridays, we do Gayatri chanting for about half an hour. This is a worldwide initiative that has taken place some years ago. So we've been doing it continuously since then. And we also have lots of other activities planned for the coming future in terms of interviewing our interesting members and keeping them informed about what's happening in the center. Saram.